I am recording. I am recording. Okay. Hi, Emily. How you doing? Um, okay, I'm going to try and do a video where I'm going to talk about how you can write a call, you know, in the morning, and a couple hours later, you can buy the call back and make money. Day trading, covered call writing, even in a falling market. And I think that's the shtick here, that we're dealing with, even with the stock market falling and the shares aren't at all-time highs, you can still write a call option on a stock and make money anyway. So there's that. Now I'm going to use GameStop as the example today because early this morning, if you check out today's chart, you'll notice that around 10:30 today, the stock hit the high of 149.49, and I actually had a viewer today write some calls today. He wrote 145 calls. He didn't even write 150 calls. Stock went a little higher on him, and then it backed off, and it came all the way down to about 130, oh gosh, 137 a share, something like 137.50. And that was enough for him to score over a $5 gain. He wrote a call for 10.50, bought it for 5.05 in the span of about 2.5 hours. And that's $500 a contract. And he actually wrote 10 of them, so he made over $5,000 in 2.5 hours. But it can be done with 1, 2, 6, 30, 100 contracts. In this case, it was 10. So I'm going to talk about that as the topic of du jour, how you can do this. If you could also show off a chart of today's Dow Jones performance, will show the viewers that this is being done in a down market, while the Dow was was doing this on the lower end, and this is how you can sort of recognize maybe the conditions are right for you to participate in this kind of a thing. You're always looking for a stock that just peaks too high too fast and then might back off a little bit, and that's what happened in a classic case in this example here on GameStop. Even though the shares were like $250 3 weeks ago, $200 2 weeks ago, 190 last week, here we are at 143 right now, and you can still make options writing. Always make money writing options between swings up and down and up and down. Okay, let's see what happens. I don't know. I'll mention my classes again. So in 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Bruce here with Traveling with Bruce. No, it's not. Let's try it again. 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, how you doing? It's your buddy Uncle Bruce here with Stock Markets with Bruce. December the 14th is today's date. I wish it was July. December the 14th, Tuesday, and I thought I'd bring you a little event that happened today. I had a client of mine, or a viewer of mine, who was able to write a call option today on GameStop, even though the shares have been falling lately and the market has been falling lately. He was able to write a contract and buy it back 2.5 hours later for a real nice profit. And I just want to show you how this is possible, how you can write a call option, whether it's just 1 or 5 or 10 or 20 or 50, doesn't matter, but you can write a call option against a stock, even if you love the company. But in a down day, you can look for opportunities to write call options and score gains, even during the day itself. Sometimes the trades take a day or 2 or 3 to develop, but other times you can score a nice little return. The stock I'm talking about is GameStop. Today, GameStop, check out the chart. This morning, the shares were lower. They were down in this. They started off as low as 129.50, which was an unusual dip, but it's what happened. And then they quickly recovered to kind of where they left off yesterday. They were in the 135, 136 range. But it only took about an hour today when the shares hit their high, which was around 149, and they got up to 149.49. And a number of my viewers took advantage of this rise, this sudden jump, because this was almost a $15 pop in an hour and a half. Even though the stock is way off in the last week and a half. I mean, it was 200 a share and over 2 weeks ago. Here we are, in the 150s. In any event, even this recovery might have been a bit too quick, and they decided to take advantage of it. I had some of my viewers writing 145 calls and some writing $150 calls that expire this week. Now, today's Tuesday. The next expiry is this Friday, and we had viewers who were writing calls that expire this Friday, writing these contracts. And if you notice with the chart again, after the peak of the day here, which didn't last long, the shares began a steady slide, and then they leveled off for a while. They kind of hung on for a while, and then they dipped again to about the 100 and 37.30 level, 37.40 level, and it was at that, just short of that point, around that point, where these contracts that had been written were now so attractively priced, so low that viewers of mine began to buy back their contracts. Even though they could hold them, they were out of the money, they could have held them longer. They decided, I'm going to take my money off the table right here. This is a little gain that I can't refuse. We had one viewer who was able to write some contracts as high as 1050 a contract. These are 145s. And got them back around 505 today. So that was a nice little trade, 50% return in 2 hours and 50 minutes. Fantastic. Now, some of you might say, why would he buy them back at 505 if they're so far out of the money? Just let them, linger. Well, if you look at the stock since that point in time, this is around just after noon hour Eastern time. The shares by 1 in the afternoon had come back for a mini little peak to back to 143. They came back up $6. They did drop again to 139, but now they're climbing again, and now we're back into this 144, 145 neighborhood. So these shares can fluctuate. And when you have a stock that backs off quite a bit in a short period of time, which GameStop has done, you're going to get these partial recovery waves and profit, another consolidation, another profit wave, another up wave, a down wave. And there is room in there from time to time to write a call or 2 or 5 or 20 and then buy them back for $2, $3, $5, whatever you can get on them, as long as you're really paying attention to the minute-to-minute trading of the stock. If you take my my lessons, if you check out my lessons on my website, stockmarketswithbruce.ca, you'll find 10 lessons there on how to write options, and you'll learn inside those lessons the nuances of these contracts. These contracts act differently, whether they're out of the money, at the money, or in the money. They also act differently if they have 6 months to go, 3 months left to go before they expire, a month to go, a week to go, or days to go. And you need to understand and learn the nuances of all of these things to truly understand how to write contracts properly and keep yourself in the game. And this is what happened today. We were able to notice a few of our viewers grab the attention, grab the opportunity to write calls on a real spike on the stock and grab a correction on the way back and take some money off the table. Can be done it can be done on many different stocks. It's just a matter of how quickly and how well you watch them, how intently you keep an eye on them, along with the market in general. If you look at the Dow Jones today, you'll notice how it reacted along with GameStop. It had a nice start this morning, and then the Dow fell off, came with a recovery, fell off, then it started to come back on again. And that's sometimes how stocks react as well. So you can pick your favorite stock within maybe the Dow 30 or the S&P 500 or whatever you like to trade, whether it's GameStop or anything else, and you pick your spots and you look at real short-term contracts that have less than a week to live, sometimes only 2 days left to live, 3 days left to live. You write those knowing that the clock is your friend in the long run, because at Friday afternoon when the market bell goes, contracts expire, and if they're out of the money, they're worthless. You keep all the proceeds. Anyway, there's a little titty for you, a little ditty about what happened today. We'll keep you posted on other trades and things that happen from time to time. But this option writing business, many ways to make money in the option writing business, even in a few hours. And those of you who watch me here at 8:30 in the morning and 3 in the afternoon live can follow us live as we are tracking a number of people who are trading constantly. And we'll keep you posted on how the market works. Sometimes there's real opportunities right in front of you that you can take advantage of. Join us live. Thanks again. Check out the classes. We'll talk to everybody. Bye for now. Okay, I hope that's good enough. Work on that, Emily, and see what you can do. I finally remembered to put in the the Dow Jones mention. You can throw that in later at the end there. I'll leave it to you, and good luck with that, and we'll talk to you later. Bye for now.